but I cannot stay engaged. So when he makes it back here, I am going to just simply gravity roll to the side. Well, it's not a gravity roll, it's just a roll to the side and then save my guard. Remember, there's a very simple tactic to use. Anytime someone moves to your corner and you are in the seated position, I'm in the inside of the circle and he's on the outside of the circle. So if I simply just cut an angle and fall down on my side, he's going to be in front of my guard. So to demonstrate this, if Lance just circles right here and I fall directly to my side and face him, he's in my guard. So this is good for me. It's very good for me. Because I'm on the inside of the circle, my movements are much quicker than his. In essence, if he's out here and he rotates here, he'll have to come all the way over here. He's going to have to go 180 degrees just to beat my 90. So let's demonstrate that again. Lance is on this line right here. He's going to have to go all the way over here just to beat my 90 degree line. So he's going to have to, in theory, get behind me just to beat my move to the side. And then he'll now still be on my side. We can use this principle very simply when this happens. So I'm in shin to shin, he beats me with the counter, I just disengage, and I fall down to face him, and now I can re-engage in this scenario where we can now go from Dele Hiva into shin to shin. So we'll look at that on our entries of shin to shin, but this is a very simple mindset. Disengage, fall away to the side, and then now you are saved in your open guard. The moment I try to stay with my overwrap elbow deep is the moment I tie myself to him, and that's potentially bad, especially if he drives his weight down. He's going to end up on cross-side top most likely, and I will be pinned. So just disengage, fall to the side, and you'll save your guard there. I'd like to take you through now a legitimate concern in shin to shin, which is a rolling Kimura, and how we can go about defending it, even if we're caught into it. So let me just take you through the rolling Kimura first, and then we'll look at how we go about stopping it. So if I have shin to shin on Lance here, I come in, he puts shin to shin on me. This posted arm is always going to be open for potential rolling Kimura, especially the more Lance hesitates or the more we're in a stalemate situation. Well, then it's just going to allow me to roll right over Lance's body, grab the Kimura grip, pin the hand to the wrist, throttle down, walk backwards, scissoring my legs, and then we get into our potential Kimura finisher. Really what you then find yourself in is the Kimura trap, okay? The sort of infamous Kimura trap system, where if I don't react well, it just could set up a chain sequence of events, not only just going to the top, but then of course getting my back taken, etc., just going down that whole rabbit hole. So let's look at my favorite counter from this, which is just a T Kimura counter. And we have to remember that really shin to shin is a single. It's a head to the inside single. And when we're in a head to the inside single, you can just, the T Kimura counter that we're going to look at is widely available from many, many, many different scenarios. Just right now, we're gonna take a look at it from shin to shin. So I have my shin to shin, and as I mentioned, because this arm is a post arm back here, it's always going to be potential. And not only when it's a post arm, it could be when I'm reaching up to get any type of gripping with the gi, etc., etc. He grabs my wrist. He has my head stays on the inside, just rolls right over his shoulder, and then all of a sudden I'm in this Kimura trap. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that in this scenario I hold the leg. The great thing about this rolling Kimura for me is that I'm exactly where I want to be to get out of this. I have to make sure my left hand holds the leg. And more importantly, it's going to move down into where it just holds underneath the crook of the knee, the bend of the knee. I would rather not have my arm too deep here. It actually gets in my way. So when we get here, you may be here initially, we're just going to move the hand down to the bend of the knee. Now, my right arm is going to make a fist, and where we want to take it is to Lance's head, although it may not be there initially. You may not be able to get your arm to the head. You will when you spin. And then we're going to do a little pendulum kick. I'm going to push the bend of the knee towards Lance's face, and we end up spinning. That's when you're going to get that spin. So the arm, my right arm is going to go straight to the face as I spin. You're going to try to put it there at all time, but it's really going to go there as you spin. That's when your arm gets straight, okay? And then if we do so well, when we spin, the far bicep will be present. We put our foot in the far bicep, we push, pull, and all of a sudden we went from getting Kimura to re-Kimura-ing him. Lance, if you want to just lay down right there. Let's look at several factors. I want to show you several factors of like how this whole thing works. And I want you to focus on one of the most important aspects is you cannot let go of the knee. The last thing you're going to do is let this knee go. And the reason why is that knee is going to keep him flat on his back so that you can even do this counter. If we notice, when Lance turns or starts to backpedal to get to the top, it's this leg going down to the mat that backpedals and scissors his leg to the top. It's also this leg that if I bridge goes under my back to take my back. So we're gonna just annihilate the Kimura trap system on this T Kimura over here by controlling this knee. So again, when I'm here, I want to